Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Artisan Pirate here, and we are once again on location, and this go around the location is woodworking related. We are up in beautiful and historic Gibsonville, North Carolina. Right across the railroad tracks is historic downtown Gibsonville. These railroad tracks are traversed daily by both the Amtrak and Norfolk Southern trains, so it's really cool to see them go by when you are in town. Across the tracks, as I said, is historic downtown, and there's shops, there's dining, there's the Gibsonville Garden Railroad. Right down there is the Gibsonville Antique Store, a massive two-level antique store. We've done a few videos up here in Gibsonville, but today's video is going to focus on the Hardwood store of North Carolina. Been coming up here a long time. They've got a lot of cool stuff to see, and you can buy all of your beautiful exotic and hardwoods here. You can get beautiful panels made up. They do mill the stuff down to the proper dimensions for you. They have a scrap bin you can go through, and they do sell some tools. So I'm really happy to be back up here. It's not that far from home, only about 10 to 15 minutes from home. So I am blessed as a woodworker and maker to have a location like this close to home, and I want to show it to you guys over here on the channel. So let's turn the camera around and tour the Hardwood store of North Carolina. And before we head into the store itself, we have the delivery trucks here. So they do offer delivery options in case you want to come in and buy a ton of materials. If you are in the area, they also deliver. And here we have the front door. We will go in there momentarily. They do have the bay door down here where you can back in and load up all of the lumber. If you are in a truck or have a trailer or something, you can see someone pulling out there. They've just went and picked up their order. But right here is the main primary door. But I think I hear the train off in the distance, and I do want to show that before we go into the Hardwood store of North Carolina. Now this is the front area. We will quickly look around. The showroom is right under that door. You can see it says warehouse entrance open to the public right under the American flag. They do sell nice shirts like I have on, and here's what's on the back of them. The Hardwood store of North Carolina. Really cool design, and they have various colors here, both t-shirt style and long sleeve t-shirt style. My buddies Nick and Landon, I should say, have been here. They are offering their router templates here, so really cool. Just got to hang out with them at the woodworking extravaganza. They have a nice little display area here showing some of the stuff that can be made out of wood. I've always really liked looking at this little wooden watch here. Nice wood turned bowl. This piece here, this bowl, looks like it was a scroll saw project, and I like how you could flip it over and put another piece here and make it a display option. So that's a cool way to use that. Nice beautiful cross design here. More examples of what can be made. And here they have the edge banding here, the iron-on edge banding, and here's some examples of the materials that they do have on hand. And as I said, they do offer tools. They have Festool here. And recently, they've just started carrying Saw Stop. My buddy James does a great job of advertising the Saw Stop saws. And they also sell blades as well. So really cool. But now the main event is going to be in this area here. And look at this place, my friends. We will go around and look at everything and some of the prices and everything. But just going to do a panoramic shot right here, going all the way around. So really, really cool. A massive facility that sells all of the beautiful exotic and hardwoods. Here we have a table with some walnut pieces on it. You can buy the whole bundle there. Nice amount of walnut. Could get a lot of scroll saw projects out of it for only $24. And of course, all the prices are US currency. Poplar here. You guys know I love to use poplar for the custom compound cut keychains. Then we have some turn-in blanks here, and they are all various prices. Hold a piece up there. Bakoti, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, for $22.99. But then we're going to go on down the line here, and you can see all of the pieces that they have to choose from. And then behind it, they have these beautiful slabs here. Rosewood, canary wood, Bolivian rosewood. Really, really cool. Really love the grain textures in this one. Canary wood, $350 for this slab, and it's around an inch or so thick. Here we have more slab work here. Very beautiful grain textures and coloration. Really, really neat. Walked over here behind all of the slabs, and you can see it looks like they have beams here with the live edge on it. Really beautiful grain textures. They've got what everything is on them. So this is a walnut beam here. Thickness 5.5 inches, width 10 inches, length 96 inches. Price $792. But they have some beautiful beams here that would look great in some log cabins or rustic cottages out in the country. Again, you just have to take your time and walk around the whole facility. If you do a lot of pin turning, they do offer pin turning blanks, already cut to size and ready to go. Really dark material right there, really cool. They've had zebra wood before, but I do not see it. I have turned a pin out of zebra wood, some spalted wood here, and the pin turning blanks are only, a few spider webs there, are only $1.50 each. So really cool and really inexpensive pin turning blanks. Here we have a stack of basswood. Then we have some cedar panels. Of course, cedar always smells oh so good. See, they've got it milled up, and they've got bigger pieces here. Laminated aromatic cedar starting at $11, and I'm pretty sure that's for this panel here. You can get a nice sign out of that for just $11. Then they have mahogany turning blanks for $3 each. They have 4x4 walnut crotches, $4.50 a pound. And then as you keep going, they just have more panels here that they have glued up. Again, they can custom make the panels to any size or dimension that you like. Now you're honestly, if you're a woodworker, you are in Candyland if you are at this location. We're going to look at some of these exotics right here. They have bird's eye maple and bloodwood. And bloodwood is a very dense material. You can, see, tell that that's got a lot of weight to it. And that's just a small piece there, like a 2x6. Very, very heavy. Then they have red grandis. And I know I'm going to be butchering some of these exotic names. Paduk. I've always loved the color texture of the Paduk here. Also a dense material. And more aromatic cedar right here. And then about face, we have more stuff just stacked up here. I'll go on down the line and start at the front where the signs are. And again, it's just a blessing to have this place not too far from home. I don't come up here often, but when I am in the area, I will, of course, stop by. A couple of buddies of mine do work here. But here we have the beautiful Purple Heart. You can see that there, really neat. And they also stamp it on it in case you're unsure of what a piece is, so that's really cool. They've got white Wingay, I think that's how you pronounce that. Looks almost like a mix between poplar and oak. Then you have the walnut here, curly soft maple, quarter sawn white oak, and black limba, bit more exotics with beautiful grains. And then they just have several piles of this. They've got more walnut, cherry, red oak here. And as you can see, they do have carts for you to get to load up your materials on. And as I said at the beginning, they do have a bay door where you can drive around and load up at. They also sell some basic materials as well, like this MDF here. So this is 1/4 inch MDF, and these are full 4x8 sheets. Looks like there, looks like about a 1/2 inch MDF. Goes all the way down to 3/4 inch MDF. Then you have some shop grade plywoods over here. You can see the prices here. I'll hold it there a second. You can pause the video if you want to study it. But very nice finished plywoods. So really, really neat. Pretty much a one-stop shop for all of your lumber needs. And there's more and more in the back. They do offer milling capabilities, so they can mill materials down to as small as you need to whatever dimension and thickness. They have all of the capabilities to do that right here in-house at the Hardwood store of North Carolina. Coming up right here, I have one of these, my late grandfather's, but it's not currently in the shop. They have an old school radial arm saw with these rollers here to where you can quickly lay materials down and have the staff here cut it down so you can take it home to your garage or workshop. And right here behind the radial arm saw is this bin here. And at times this bin has been overflowing. At times the bin has been bare and empty. And other times you get a lot of cool surprises. This is their free, yes, I just said that, free, F-R-E-E, scrap bin. So they cannot sell this to the general public because of the crack in it. So they have taken it off. But the way I see it and the way my mind works as a scroll saw artist, I can get some compound cut blanks out of this. So I will be, of course, taking this. And I thought I seen a nice little piece of poplar. You guys know this is my favorite material to make compound cut keychains out of. So it's always worth it to come up here and check out what the bin has in it. If you build a lot of cabinets or drawers, they already have the pieces made up with the slot for the drawer bottom. So there you see a very long piece there, and it's already finished. You can see that glossy sheen on it. I'll hold it again on the prices here so you guys can see that. As you can see here, 7.5 inch drawer sides. Here we have some rift sawn white oak, so oak laminated plywood. And what's really cool is I'm thinking about some laser stuff as well as scroll saw stuff. So you have some white oak laminated 1/4 inch plywood here that is really cool. You have some laminated ash 3/4 inch plywood. I mean, they just have it all here. Again, a one-stop shop. You have 1/4 inch walnut here that has an MDF core, so it has a nice, try to get a small sheet out here for you guys to see. It has the dark walnut surface, but if you can see here, if it's coming up on camera, you have the MDF core. We'll go on down and look here. There's 1/2 inch white oak. And if I'm moving too quick for you guys, you can feel free to pause the video and back it up if you want to. If you just heard a saw start up, they are getting ready to mill down some stuff. So I do apologize if it gets too noisy. One-quarter inch aromatic cedar. Be really cool to get that to make some custom ornaments for Christmas and holidays. Now back here at the loading area, again, back there's where we started the video, out in the gravel parking lot. And here's that bay door where you can pull in and load up, and you can see you have a lot of room to back your trailer or truck into. But over here, they have some more stuff. They've got some crown molding over here in the corner. And I think these are actual orders waiting to be picked up. But over here you can see white oak quarter round strips, and I don't know how long they are. Looks like they may be 10 or 16 foot long, not really sure. But they also have a panel saw. Again, they can mill it down to the dimensions you need. Here is a panel they have milled up. Very beautiful, still got sawdust on it, but so nice and buttery smooth. And to my knowledge, they also sharpen saw blades. So here is some saw blades that are waiting to be picked up. So a lot of stuff here at the Hardwood store of North Carolina. Now, as always, anytime I do a video like this, it's going to be impossible for me to show you each and everything this store has to offer. And keep in mind, they do have 2 locations in North Carolina right now at the time of this video's recording. They have the flagship store, the main store, which we are currently standing in Gibsonville, North Carolina. And then about an hour and 15 minutes away, they do have the other store in Salisbury, North Carolina. If you guys remember, we went up there and done a video for their grand opening celebration and done some live scroll saw demos with the NC woodworkers up there. So they do have 2 locations in North Carolina as of right now. Here is some small cut pieces. So you have like white oak, so you have like a 3-foot piece there. You have ash here in this little bundle. So 4 pieces of ash, 4 pieces of maple. And again, the prices are varying. What I'll do is leave a link to the Hardwood store on North Carolina's website down in the description box below, where you can go and call them if you are in the area. It is well worth a trip if you are into woodworking or want to get into woodworking and see all of the various materials that they have to work with. I've walked back here to the back area, and here is Western red cedar. I love cedar, love using it. We made some birdhouses out of some cedar fence pickets earlier in the year, and we've also done some scroll saw projects with the cedar fence pickets. But here you see Western red cedar pricing. As always, I'll hold it there for a second if you guys want to pause the video. And here we have Douglas Fir. Wow, really cool. Really nice here. The prices for the Douglas Fir. And as you can see, how big and massive this store is. So on this trip to the Hardwood store in North Carolina, we did get a few pieces out of the scrap bin, but I'm also buying some stuff. This poplar here for $20. Really cool. And then this walnut here for $10. can make a bunch of scroll saw projects with these 2 bundles of material and a bunch of compound cut designs out of the stuff I picked up from the free scrap bin. And that, my friends, is going to about wrap it up for our time at the Hardwood store of North Carolina. Hope you all enjoyed looking at the store through my eyes as we looked around. Brought a very good friend of mine, my buddy Robert. He come all the way down from New York City to take part in the Klingsport Woodworking Extravaganza, and he's relaxing in Burlington, North Carolina before heading back home. Brought him down here to shop around. He enjoys the store as well, so thank you, buddy, for making the trip all the way down here. Really cool, and how close knit the woodworking community is. He's doing some shopping as I have been walking around filming. But I hope you all have enjoyed this video, and I hope it inspires you to maybe go to one of the 2 current hardwood stores of North Carolina. Again, I am blessed as a maker and a woodworker. This one is only about 15 to 20 minutes from home. I can get here in several different ways from home. You know, it just depends on which way I decide to go down the road. But again, as you can see as I walk around behind me, this is a massive facility. I can hear the trains going by in the background, so that'd be really cool if I was up here a lot, you know, to have the woodworking stuff and the trains outside. And then you have a historic downtown across the railroad tracks where you can go shop and dine on Saturdays. The Gibsonville Garden G-Scale Railroad, Model Railroad is open. So a lot to see and do here, as well as the antique store that's in this same building but farther on down at their location. So a lot to see and do up here. And again, hopefully it inspired you guys to come out to the Hardwood store of North Carolina. That's going to be about all for this one. If you're new to the channel, hopefully you'll click that subscribe button and also follow me across all my social media feeds under the Artisan Pirate name. As always, links to contact me as well as all my social media feeds will always be linked down in the description box below these videos. That's about all for this one, and remember guys, if I can make it or do it, so can you guys. I'm the Artisan Pirate. Take care, and I'll see you guys real soon.